Nigeria is preparing to face Gabon in the World Cup qualifiers, and the team's energy is focused, sharp, and ready to tackle the challenge ahead. So, let's talk about what's going down right now in the Super Eagles camp, where 16 players have already arrived and 5 more are expected shortly. We've got names like Calvin Bassey, Alex Iwobi, Samuel Chukwueze, Wilfred Ndidi, and Moses Simon already in Morocco, putting in the work ahead of Thursday's big match. The first training session went down at the Institut Royal de Formation des Cadres in Rabat. It's a great spot, and the players have been focusing on getting their rhythm, matching each other's energy, and making sure that when it's game time, they're not only ready physically but mentally too. The coach is working on making sure the team is in sync. You've got the core players who have been a part of the national squad for years, but there's a sense of freshness with new faces like Tolu, Arokodari, and Olakunle Olusegun. They bring that extra spark that could make the difference when we need it most. These are the players who can come in and add that spark when the game is tight, when it's time to change things up. But let's not forget the veterans like William Troost-Ekong, who is all about keeping the defense steady and solid. As the captain, he's the one talking about unity and focus, reminding everyone that they can't afford to take their foot off the pedal. Gabon is no pushover. This isn't a walk in the park. This is a do-or-die situation. We're talking a World Cup qualification here, people. If we win, we step 1 foot closer to that dream of being on the world's biggest stage next year. If we lose, that's it. Back to the drawing board. The game will be a single-leg knockout, so there's no room for error. You mess up once and it could cost you everything. We all know how brutal the stakes are, especially with such a talented squad, and the disappointment of missing out on the last World Cup. The fans are excited, and I'm sure you are too. We've been waiting for this moment. After missing the last 2 World Cups, the hunger is real. Everyone's been talking about how this match has to be won. There's pressure from the fans, the media, and of course, the players themselves. They've been working hard behind the scenes, putting in the hours in training, knowing that it's not just about them, it's about representing Nigeria. It's about making sure that our country's name is in the conversation when it comes to the world's biggest football competition. And the players know that too. They understand the gravity of what's at stake. As we get closer to the match, we need to start thinking about the tactics. The team's strategy will likely focus on keeping control of the midfield. With Ndidi there, we have someone who can break up attacks and distribute the ball effectively. We'll be looking for quick transitions using players like Chukwueze and Simon to stretch the opposition. Those wide players are key. They can isolate defenders, whip in crosses, and create opportunities for our forwards. Plus, with the likes of Alex Iwobi pulling the strings in the middle, we've got that creativity that can make all the difference. It's going to be important for the players to stay disciplined and not let Gabon hit us on the counter. They'll be looking for those fast breaks, and we can't afford to be caught off guard. The mood in camp is focused but also positive. The players know what they need to do. They've been preparing for this moment. The team is not only looking at the game on Thursday, but also at the bigger picture. If we get past Gabon, there's still another game to come. We could be facing off with Cameroon or DR Congo. Either way, it's not going to get any easier. But with the talent in this squad, I believe we've got what it takes. What's important now is staying grounded, focusing on the task at hand and taking it one step at a time. I can feel the tension, but also the confidence. When you look at the squad, you see the depth. You see the experience and you see the hunger. This is a squad that knows what it means to fight for a spot in the World Cup. They know the value of every minute of play, and when the game is on, we will be counting on every player to give their all, whether it's the first 11 or the substitutes. Everyone's got to be ready to step up. But let's not forget the fans. It's not just about what happens on the pitch. The energy from the stands, whether you're there in Rabat or cheering from home in Nigeria, plays a huge role. The players feed off that. When they hear the roar of the crowd, when they know they've got the whole country behind them, it gives them that extra push. It's one thing to be on the field, but it's another to know that your entire nation is backing you. So let's keep that energy high. We need to be positive. We need to believe. And that belief is going to carry the team through. I'm excited, but I know it's not just about excitement. It's about doing the work. It's about having that mental toughness to handle whatever comes our way. There might be times when the game gets tough, when things aren't going our way, but it's in those moments that we need to dig deep, show the world what we are made of, and push through. It's the Super Eagles, after all, and we don't back down from a challenge. So, as we look forward to the match on Thursday, let's all remember what's at stake. Let's rally behind the team, and let's make sure that when the whistle blows, we're all in it together, supporting the Eagles every step of the way. This is our time. This is our World Cup dream, and we've got the team to make it happen. Now, if you're excited about this match, if you're backing the Super Eagles, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any updates as we get closer to the game. Drop your predictions in the comments. I want to hear what you think. How's the match going to go? Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the difference? I'll be back with more updates and a full match breakdown after the game. But until then, keep the faith, stay positive, and let's show the world that the Super Eagles are ready to soar once again. Let's make this happen, Nigeria. We've got this.